Yes, good morning, students. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back again to yet another demo lecture of your CSEET Fundamental of Accounts subject. चलो चलो आ जाओ जल्दी जल्दी से. Okay. Yes. So, students, till now we have conducted your 3 demo lectures for your accounts subject, and this is your last 4th डेमो लेक्चर फॉर योर अकाउंट सब्जेक्ट. ओके, सो अब तक हमने क्या देखा? सो जो हमारा डेमो लेक्चर 1 था, वी हैड डन कंसेप्ट्स, बेसिक अकाउंटिंग कंसेप्ट्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. देन जो हमारा डेमो लेक्चर 2 था, वहाँ पे हमने किया अकाउंटिंग प्रोसेस, वेर इन आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड जर्नल एंड लेजर एंड उसके सम्स हमने किए थे. करेक्ट. देन in the third lecture, that is the previous lecture, we had started with bank reconciliation statement, BRS, wherein in the previous lecture we had finished all the theory part and we had tried to solve one simple sum and one sum I had given you as a homework for practice purpose. So I hope everybody must have practiced that particular sum. Okay, and today we are going to take forward our last lectures, same chapter, which is BRS. In that we are going to do still many more sums and type 2 sums with adjusted cash book and BRS. Okay, so yes, before we start exactly with our today's session, let me just give you a quick revision about the last lecture. Okay, so let us just revise our topic. So students, in the last lecture we had started with bank reconciliation statement, that is BRS. The very first question comes in our mind is, why do we prepare a BRS, or what is the need for BRS chapter? So the thing is, usually what happens, businessman prepares cash book and bank से हमें passbook या फिर bank statement मिलता है. So what ideally should happen, balance as per cash book and balance as per passbook should match with each other, correct? But due to some reasons, we had seen various reasons, okay, due to some reasons, these balances does not match. So basically my balance as per cash book does not match with balance as per passbook. And that is why I want to know that why these both balances are not matching. And uske liye फिर मैं क्या बनाता हूँ, bank reconciliation statement, and that is why we prepare bank reconciliation statement. Correct? So basically bank reconciliation statement is a statement which is prepared to reconcile the difference between balance as per cash book and balance as per passbook. Okay, then we had studied that when we are talking about the word differences, then these differences may be because of timing difference, omissions, or you can say errors. What do you mean by timing difference? So timing difference means what? एक बुक में रिकॉर्ड हो गया है बट दूसरी बुक में अब तक रिकॉर्ड नहीं हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ टाइम डिफरेंसेस. इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल था चेक इशूड बट नॉट येट प्रेजेंटेड फॉर पेमेंट. वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग BRS on 31st March. Let's take an example that we have issued check on 29th March. BRS we are preparing on 31st of March. But the same check has not been presented to the bank till 31st of March. It was presented to the bank on 1st April. But 1st April को present हुआ तो उससे ये फर्क पड़ता है कि BRS जिस दिन हमने बनाया 31st March को, the bank was not reflecting that transaction in their accounts. So that is why balance as per passbook and balance as per cash book will not match. This is known as, this is the classic example of timing difference. If I talk about omissions, omissions का मतलब क्या होता है? एक बुक ने रिकॉर्ड किया है, दूसरे बुक ने रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे कि बैंक ने हमारा कोई सब्सक्रिप्शन है तो उसके लिए उन्होंने ऑटो डेबिट कर दिया, या लोन का EMI है या कुछ, वो ऑटो डेबिट हो गया, तो बैंक ने तो रिकॉर्ड कर दिया है बट कैश बुक हैज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इट. सो दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ ओमिशन. एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट एरर्स, सो एरर्स मींस व्हाट? एनी मैथमेटिकल एरर्स वी हैव डन. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर कोई ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ है 1000 रुपीज का, बट हमसे रिकॉर्ड करते टाइम शायद हो जाए कि 100 रुपीज रिकॉर्ड हो गया या 10,000 रिकॉर्ड हो गया. करेक्ट. सिमिलर वे में बैंक से भी मिस्टेक हो सकता है कि रॉन्गली क्रेडिट कर दिया हमारा अकाउंट, किसी और को क्रेडिट करना था, हमको क्रेडिट कर दिया, या रॉन्ग डेबिट कर दिया. इवन बैंक कैन मेक एरर्स. करेक्ट. So these are the reasons why balance as per cash book and balance as per passbook match nahi karta, and that is why we prepare bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so far we had cleared all these things in our yesterday last lecture. Then if I talk about the balances, so there are two books here, cash book and passbook. When I say about cash book, so cash book का डेबिट बैलेंस जो होता है वो फेवरेबल बैलेंस होता है. कैश बुक का क्रेडिट बैलेंस जो है वो अनफेवरेबल या फिर ओवरड्राफ्ट बैलेंस है. When I talk about passbook, the debit balance is overdraft balance and credit balance is favorable balance. Correct? There is a thumb rule which we use in this chapter and it is nothing but boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. Correct? And who is boss? So the ending point, the end point जो भी होगा आपके सम में, that is considered as boss, and whatever boss will do, we have to do. Then if we talk about final answer का interpretation, so if you are starting your sum with a favorable balance, whether it is balance as per cash book or balance as per passbook, then if your answer in your calculator is still positive, so it is said to be a favorable balance. And if the answer is negative, it is said to be an overdraft balance. Then if I talk about an unfavorable or overdraft balance, if you are starting your sum with unfavorable your OD balance and still your answer comes positive, it means it is still an OD balance. And if your answer comes negative, it is a favorable balance. Understood? Then we had seen there are three types of sum basically in this chapter. Type 1 wherein we have to do only BRS ka sums. Type 2 they will ask you to prepare adjusted cash book also along with BRS. And then in type 3 they will be giving you extract of cash book and passbook, and then from that we have to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. We had seen type number 1 wherein we had seen one sum which we had solved in our previous lecture, जिसका solution भी हमने यहीं पे lecture में ही किया था. And second sum I had given you homework. So yes, this is the solution for the second sum. Yes, everyone, just take down the note of it and check your homework whether it is the answer which you have solved is correct or not. The final answer is balance as per passbook and it is nothing but 4,200. So I hope so that everybody कि ये transactions आपके correct गए रहेंगे. Clear? Okay. It was a very basic sum. So we had started with a basic sum so that at least you can just start away with the hum का concept and boss कैसे है and how does it exactly work. Correct? So now what we will do in today's lecture, we are going to start with a little bit complicated sums. So till now जो दो sums हमने किए है ना, उसमें ना balance as per cash book was given to you. Balance as per cash book was given to you in both the sums. And that was which balance? Favorable balance. So right now what we will do, we will start one sum. In that we will go with balance as per passbook. अभी passbook से start करते हैं एक sum में. ठीक है? So yes, this is the question. Yes, if you all want, you can just take a screenshot of the same so that आपके सामने ये question रहे. Yes, question number 4. Okay, done? Okay. So let us just read the question first and then signs जो भी है वो sign plus minus का add कर देते हैं and then we will prepare a BRS on that basis. Okay. So see what they have told you on 30th June 2025. So basically this is the date on which we are supposed to prepare bank reconciliation statement. So this is our BRS date. We just have to remember this very well because any transaction if we have done after 30th June, so उसका इफेक्ट BRS में कैसे आएगा वो बराबर से आपको समझना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? So this is our BRS date, 30th June 2025. Okay. Now what they have told you, the bank statement of Ravi Traders. So for example, सबसे पहले इधर हाईलाइट करेंगे बैंक स्टेटमेंट को. किसको हाईलाइट करेंगे? बैंक स्टेटमेंट को. बैंक स्टेटमेंट ऑफ रवि ट्रेडर्स showed a favorable balance. So highlight the word favorable balance. So first of all, our sum is starting from favorable balance as per passbook. So we'll write down here passbook. So मैंने आप लोग को क्या बताया था, जो starting balance आपको दिया रहेगा that will be considered as what? Hum. So if you are starting your sum with balance as per passbook, so quite obvious your boss will be what? Cash book. And chapter का rule क्या है? Boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So इस पूरे sum में cash book जो करेगा वो हम करेंगे. Clear? Okay. So what is the balance they have given to you? 10,39,200. However, this balance did not match the bank column of their cash book. A review of the cash book and bank statement revealed the following points of difference. अभी ये सारे points आपको difference में दिए हुए हैं. These 7 points they have given to you. So we'll check one by one. Okay. So please keep in mind the boss as per this sum is cash book. Okay. So point number 1. What they have told you, a deposit of rupees 3,09,200 made on 29th June 2025 was credited by the bank. See, bank has passed the entry. Credited by the bank. But see, when they have passed the entry only on 1st July 2025. बैंक ने एंट्री कब पास किया? 1st July 2025 को. Now, BRS we are preparing on 30th June. But the bank has credited such amount on 1st of July. So, as of now, can we say that 30th June को बैंक ने एंट्री पास नहीं किया था? Clear? So, we'll solve it. So, one will be cash book, one will be passbook. One will be passbook and one will be cash book. Boss cash book है. So, cash book में record हो गया है. हमने cash deposit किया है. So, if we deposit the cash, the balance as per cash book will be higher. So, cash book is here. And passbook has not yet recorded it because उन्होंने 1st July को record किया. So, passbook अपनी जगह पर है. Now, what will happen? Boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So, boss is here, we are here. So, to match that level, what we have to do? We have to do add. ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा. So, what we will do? Add. So, यहाँ पे डाल दो साइन आप लोग प्लस का. So, first transaction 3,09,200 हम लोग क्या करेंगे? प्लस करेंगे. Understood? चलो, very good. Now, second transaction. Second transaction को यहाँ पे आप स्टार मार्क कर दीजिए. Star mark कर दीजिए. It is a slightly different transaction. I'll read first the transaction. As per a hire purchase agreement. So highlight the word hire purchase agreement. What they have told you, hire purchase agreement dated on 30th March 2025. The firm was required to pay rupees 3 lakh by bank order on the 10th of each month, starting from April 2025. Now, no entry for these payments has been recorded in the cash book. Cash book ने entry pass नहीं किया है. Okay. Now, first of all, before we do plus or minus, you need to understand what exactly is hire purchase system or hire purchase agreement. See, what happens is hire purchase का मतलब क्या होता है? For example, if you have taken any electronic appliances on credit basis, तो आपने down payment pay कर दिया होगा, and then rest of the amount आप EMI basis पे pay करोगे. That is known as hire purchase. Okay. So what they have told you, your business has also entered into an hire purchase agreement on 30th March. And उसके जो EMIs है वो start होंगे from which month? See, they have told you starting from April 2025. हम BRS कभी बना रहे? We are preparing BRS on 30th of June. So from April we have to start the EMI. April, May, June. Okay. So how many months? 3 months. So 3 months का installment जो है बैंक से डेबिट हो गया रहेगा क्योंकि बैंक ने एंट्री पास कर दिया है. देखो यहाँ पे लिखा है बैंक ऑर्डर. So obviously bank must have debited that amount each month, हर 10th of each month को. But these payments have not entered in the cash book. Cash book में record नहीं हुआ है. So now what we will do? Passbook, cash book. Okay. Now our boss is what? Cash book है. Cash book ने record नहीं किया, which means cash book will be on its same place. Now if we talk about passbook, passbook में पैसा डेबिट हो रहा है. डेबिट होने का मतलब है बैंक का बैलेंस कम हो रहा है. So bank will be here. Okay. Now the rule is what? Boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So boss is here, we are here. So to maintain that same level, we just have to do what? Add. What we will do? Add. Okay. So I'll put the sign here plus. And now plus तो हो गया. Now the next concept. Sir, how much amount we will add? So every month we are paying 3 lakh rupees. So कितने महीने के लिए भरना था अपने को? 3 months. So 3 lakh into 3, it will be how much? 9 lakh rupees. So basically you just have to add 9 lakh rupees. Clear? So this is also plus. Now comes the third transaction, third one. Okay. So now third one, understand. On 12th June, a customer paid off an account of rupees 4 lakh after availing 4% cash discount. So first of all, what you will do, calculator में check करो 4 lakh minus 4%. 4 lakh minus 4%. So the amount is 3,84,000. 3,84,000 मतलब 4 lakh rupees पे करना था, but हमने उसको 4% डिस्काउंट दिया. सो उसने 3,84,000 पे किया. Now what happened? The cashier mistakenly recorded the full 4 lakh in the bank column instead of the net amount. Now first of all, what is the net amount? So net amount is 3,84,000. And what did the cashier did? By the way, ये गलती किससे हो गई है? कैश बुक में गलती हो गई है कि पासबुक में? Yes, very good. The error has been made in the cash book. See why? What they have told you? See, I have highlighted the word in the bank column. Now बैंक कॉलम कहाँ पे बनता है? हम जो कॉलम कैश बुक बनाते हैं, डबल कॉलम कैश बुक, उसी में तो बैंक का कॉलम होता है. सो बाय मिस्टेक हैज बीन डन बाय कैश बुक. ओके, सो अब देखो क्या मिस्टेक किया है. दे हैव रिकॉर्डेड द फुल 4 लाख. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन? पासबुक, कैश बुक. कैश बुक ने क्या रिकॉर्ड किया है कि आपके अकाउंट में 4 लाख रुपीज आ गया. सो कैश बुक हैज been increased by 4 lakh rupees. But in the bank, actually में how much amount has been entered in the bank? So bank में तो 384 ही गया because 4% डिस्काउंट के बाद ही कस्टमर ने पे किया है. So bank is here at 384, cash book is here at 4 lakh. Now what is the rule? Boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So boss is here, we are here. So to maintain that same level, we will do what? Plus. So first of all, we are going to add. First of all, we are going to do add. Now the सेकेंड क्वेश्चन अराइजेज इज, सर ऐड तो कर रहे हैं बट कितना अमाउंट ऐड करेंगे? सो हम 4 लाख पर है एंड सॉरी बॉस इज एट 4 लाख एंड वी आर एट 384. सो वी आर गोइंग टू ऐड ओनली द डिफरेंस अमाउंट. एंड व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस अमाउंट? सो 4 लाख माइनस 384 इफ वी डू इट इज नथिंग बट 16,000. सो 16,000 वी विल ऐड. अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? See, whenever two amounts will be given ना, तो आपको दोनों balances को change करना पड़ेगा and then accordingly आपको difference है या उसके accordingly act करना पड़ेगा. Clear? चलो, very good, बढ़िया. Point number 4. Bank charges of 3,000 had not been entered in the cash book. This is simple. ये previous sum में भी आया था. Bank charges has not entered in the cash book. Cash book में enter नहीं हुआ है. So passbook, cash book will be on its same place and bank charges. सो बैंक ने बैंक चार्जेस डिडक्ट कर दिया होगा, डेबिट कर दिया होगा. सो 3,000 यहाँ से कम हो जाएगा. नाउ द रूल इज बॉस जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. सो बॉस इज हियर एंड वी आर हियर. सो टू गो एट द सेम लेवल व्हाट वी विल डू? जस्ट ऐड. सो अगेन दिस बैंक चार्जेस वी जस्ट हैव टू डू प्लस. सो 3,000 वी विल ऐड. डन. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. ऑन 28 June a customer directly deposited rupees 4 lakh into the company's bank account. कस्टमर ने 4 लाख रुपए कंपनी के बैंक अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट किए बट द एंट्री वॉज नॉट मेड इन द कैश बुक. दे हैव नॉट मेड एंट्री इन द कैश बुक. नाउ सी अगेन, कैश बुक में एंट्री नहीं हुआ मीन्स कैश बुक विल इट बी ऑन इट सेम प्लेस. बट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट पासबुक, सो व्हाट विल हैपन? कस्टमर ने डायरेक्टली 4 लाख रुपीज डिपॉजिट किया है. सो द बैंक बैलेंस विल बी इंक्रीज्ड. सो बैंक विल बी हियर एंड कैश बुक इज हियर. बट द रूल इज बॉस जो करता है वो करेंगे. सो बॉस इज हियर. So what we have to do to match the boss का level? So we will do what? We will do minus, so that हम boss के level पर आ जाए. So इसका आंसर क्या होगा बच्चों? Minus. The answer will be minus. Clear? Very good. Now see next. Next again you just have to do a star mark. It is a different question. Star mark कीजिए, थोड़ा अलग question है. Point number 6 को. An amount of rupees 11,200 डिपॉजिटेड इनटू द बैंक. 11,200 डिपॉजिट किया बैंक में. was entered twice in the cash book. Now see here, highlight this. Entered twice in the cash book. We have recorded this amount which is 11,200 which was deposited in the bank as twice in the cash book. So error has been made by whom? कैश बुक में एरर हो गया है. मीन्स कहने से पासबुक ने तो एक ही बार नॉर्मल जैसा डिपॉजिट करते वो एक ही एंट्री पास किया रहेगा. So now passbook, cash book. Now passbook will, the balance of passbook will be increased by 11,200. But जो cash book है, cash book ने 2 बार रिकॉर्ड किया. Means first 11,200 and then again 11,200 twice. So what we will do? We are going to do the same as our boss will do. So boss is here and we are here. So to maintain that same level, we just have to increase. We just have to do what? Add. So here what we will do? Add. Now my question to you all is, I want you people to reply, how much amount we are going to add? Are we going to add 11,200 or the double amount? डबल विल बी आई थिंक 22,400. यस, चलिए बताइए फटाफट से एवरीवन, व्हाट डू यू थिंक? 11,200 ऐड होगा या फिर 22,400 ऐड होगा? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? वेरी गुड, परफेक्ट आंसर. दैट द राइट आंसर इज हाउ मच? 11,200 सर ऐड होगा. परफेक्ट. सर कैसे 11,200 आया? सो पासबुक 11,200 से इंक्रीज हो चुका था, कैश बुक में 22,400 है. So I have already explained you in the previous transaction also that whatever the difference is there, बस वो difference amount के लिए we have to prepare the BRS. 11,200 एक एक बार तो बराबर है, but जो excess 11,200 extra किया था, for that we have to prepare a BRS. Correct? Done. Superb. Last transaction of this sum, a debit of rupees 11 lakh appeared in the bank statement for a check returned as out of date. The customer later redated and redeposited the check on 5th of July 2025. Now, what is the meaning of this transaction? सबसे पहले what do you mean by out of date? So see, basically, for example, समझो अगर आपने किसी को चेक दिया है, बराबर, you must have mentioned a date in that, right? So जो भी डेट आपने मेंशन किया है, from there 3 months का टाइम होता है उसके पास कि वो जाए बैंक में डिपॉजिट करे and then that check gets cleared. But let's take in this transaction what they are saying that the customer had not deposited it, and whenever he deposited, जब वो बैंक में गया डिपॉजिट करने, that check became out of date. चेक रिजेक्ट कर दिया गया बैंक ने, stating that the check is out of date. तो आउट ऑफ डेट का मतलब क्या है? 3 महीने क्रॉस हो गए रहेंगे, नेचुरली यूजुअली 3 मंथ्स का टाइम होता है, तो 3 मंथ्स क्रॉस हो गए रहेंगे एंड देन उसने डिपॉजिट किया तो बैंक ने वो चेक क्या कर दिया? कैंसिल कर दिया. बट जो भी है कस्टमर जो है, जैसे ही हमने उसको बोला कि हमारा जो आपका चेक है वो कैंसिल हो गया है, तो उन्होंने वापस से हमें रीडेट करके न्यू चेक ला कर दिया और रीडिपॉजिट भी हमने कर दिया. So now what will happen? Debit has been appeared in the bank statement. Now what do you mean by the word debit? Debit means passbook से पैसा कम हो गया. So if we talk about passbook and then cash book, debit means passbook से पैसा कम हो गया है. So 11 lakh has been reduced from your passbook and cash book is here only. So the rule for this chapter is what boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So boss is here and we are here. So to maintain that same level, we are going to do what? Add. So this 11 lakhs will be added. 11 lakhs will be added. So I hope you have understood till now. So this was it. This is the entire sum. Question number 4. These are the signs which we have already studied. ठीक है, चलो अभी इसको सॉल्व कर ले. रिटर्न में, राइटिंग में सम कंप्लीट करे. चलिए आ जाइए. So prepare a format with me. So give the heading solution and then we are going to write bank reconciliation statement as on, the date was I think 30th June, right? So as on 30th June 2025. Bank reconciliation statement as on 30th June 2025. Yes, particulars and amount. Done? Chalo, we'll start now. So the very first thing is balance as per passbook. We had started the sum with passbook balance. Then we are going to add certain things. And I think in this question, there are many transactions which we are going to add. So add वाले के लिए ज़्यादा space रखते हैं. Less में I think there is only one transaction. So we'll write down here less at the end and then our final answer. So the answer will be balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book. Okay. So yes, this is hum and this will be boss. The rule for the chapter is boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. अच्छा, this hum and boss you are not supposed to write in your exam, right? This is only for your explanatory purpose. Now see, what is the balance as per passbook they have given you? So see in the first second line only they have given you 10,39,200. So I'll write down here balance as per passbook 10,39,200 rupees. Then transaction number 1 which you have to add. Okay, so इसको add करना है. So add में आके लिखो cash deposited but not recorded by bank, which is 3,09,200. 3,09,200. Correct? Next was what? अच्छा, next is hire purchase. Hire purchase वाला हमने क्या किया था? Plus किया था. Very good. So we are going to write down here amount deducted by bank on account of, means you have to write down the reason for what purpose. So on account of hire purchase agreement. And then we are going to write down the amount ka part which we had done the calculation. So it was 3 lakh rupees per month, correct? So you have to multiply it with 3 months, April, May and June. So 3 lakh into 3, so it is nothing but 9 lakh rupees. So here it will be 9 lakh rupees. 9 lakh. Okay, बढ़िया. Next, point number 3, customer का discount वाला part है. So we have to just add 16,000 rupees. So we'll go to add column and then we are going to write down direct payment by customer after availing discount, comma, wrongly recorded in cash book. Cash book में गलत लिख दिया था. So wrongly recorded in cash book. And what was the amount? So sir, in cash book we have written 4 lakh, but exactly it was 3 lakh 84 only. So 4 lakh minus 3 lakh 84,000. So it is how much? 16,000. So we'll write down here 16,000. 16,000 rupees. Done? Sure. Next is bank charges which has not been entered in the cash book, 3,000 rupees. So again we'll write down in add only. Write down bank charges not recorded in cash book, 3,000. Next, customer directly deposited 4 lakh into the company's bank account, but it was not entered in the cash book. This we have to do less. So we'll go to less part and then we'll write down there direct deposit by customer not recorded in cash book. And the amount is 4 lakh rupees. So less आपको करना है. So we'll put a bracket. 4 lakh rupees. Last point number 7. A debit of 11 lakh appeared in the bank statement for a check returned as out of date. ठीक है. So we'll write down in the add वाला part. Check returned as out of date. Debited by bank. And what is the amount? So sir, amount is 11 lakh rupees. The amount of check is 11 lakh rupees. So I think we have done writing all the transactions. So what we will do, we will just add all of these. So 10,39,200 plus 3,09,200 plus 9 lakh plus 16,000 plus 3,000 and plus 11 lakhs. So your total is coming to, okay, are we missing any transaction? Oh yes, we missed this 6th transaction. Okay, wait. 11,200 वाला transaction miss हो गया हमसे. Okay, so we'll write down that was supposed to be written in the plus part only. Okay, a debit of 11,200 deposited entered twice. Okay, so we'll write down here amount deposited into bank entered twice in cash book. Entered twice in cash book. So 11,200 उसको भी आपको ऐड करना था. चलो, very good. Now we'll add that also. So what is the amount, final amount after adding all these things? So it is coming to 33,78,600 rupees. And you just have to subtract 4 lakh from it. So your final answer will be 29,78,600 rupees. 29,78,600 rupees. Now if I ask you that this final answer जो आपका आया है balance as per cash book, वो कौन सा बैलेंस है, फेवरेबल बैलेंस है कि ओवरड्राफ्ट बैलेंस है? सो हाउ विल यू आंसर दिस? सो सर, वी हैव स्टार्टेड आवर सम विद अ फेवरेबल बैलेंस and your answer in your calculator is also positive. That is why this will also be a favorable balance. So our final answer is favorable balance as per cash book 29,78,600 rupees. Clear hai? Chalo, very good. So yes, this was our one sum in which we had started with balance as per passbook. Balance as per passbook से start किया था. ठीक है? Now see, we have finished two types of sum we can say. One wherein we had started with balance as per cash book. अब यहाँ पे next is balance as per passbook we are also started. Now next sum which we are going to do now, in that what we are going to do, we are going to start with an overdraft balance because both of the sums till now what we have done were favorable balance वाले sums. अब हम overdraft balance वाला एक sum करेंगे. ठीक है? तो OD balance वाला एक sum करते हैं. So you'll get to know the brief about it. So yes. So next question is in front of you. Just take the screenshot of the same. Next question का एक बार बच्चों screenshot ले लो. And then we will start discussion on that question. Done? Okay. Chalo, question number 8 as per the textbook. On 31st March 2025, so probably this is our what? BRS date. ये अपना BRS date है. 31st March 2025. A business entity reviewed its bank statement and cash book records to reconcile the differences between them. The following discrepancies were noted. Point number 1. The bank passbook. Now see, highlight this. The bank passbook shows an overdraft. Highlight the word overdraft of rupees 3 lakh on March 31, 2025. So basically ये क्या है? ये हम है. So again in this sum, balance as per passbook is given और passbook का भी कौन सा balance दिया है? Overdraft balance दिया है. Now see, before we start with this sum now, before we start with the sums वाला part, let me just give you one point का थोड़ा सा brief explanation. Whenever there is an overdraft balance given to you, whether it is cash book ka overdraft balance or whether it is passbook ka overdraft balance, one thing you just have to keep in mind. See, we are going to solve the same sum, same pattern, everything सब कुछ same रहेगा, but at the end you just have to keep a note of one thing. अब तक अपन ने क्या किया? बैलेंस एज पर कैश बुक, बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक और व्हाटएवर इट इज, बॉस जो करता है वो हम करते थे, एंड देन वी यूज टू आइडेंटिफाई विच साइन, वेदर इट इज प्लस और माइनस. बट सी, प्लस या माइनस जो भी साइन आ रहा है, बट देन इफ इट इज एन ओवरड्राफ्ट का सम, then you just have to do opposite sign. Like for example, आपका नॉर्मल वे में सॉल्व करके आपका समझो आंसर आता है that we have to do माइनस, पॉज जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. सो आपको अगर समझो माइनस साइन आ रहा है, बट इफ इट इज एन ओवरड्राफ्ट सम, व्हाट वी विल डू एड. अगर आपका नॉर्मल वे में सम सॉल्व करके योर आंसर इज कमिंग प्लस, बट इफ इट इज एन ओवरड्राफ्ट सम, वी विल डू व्हाट? माइनस. So basically what I am trying to say here is, if you want I can just write it down here, that in case of overdraft sums, OD means overdraft, in case of overdraft sums, signs should be opposite. Signs should be opposite. Now what is the meaning of this opposite? तो मैंने आपको बताया, रेगुलर वे में जैसे आप सॉल्व करे थे वैसे ही सॉल्व करोगे. फिर जो भी आंसर पे अराइव करते हो आप, प्लस है माइनस है जो भी है, उसके बाद आपको उस साइन को क्या कर देना है? चेंज कर देना है, ऑपोजिट कर देना है. I'm sure this much is clear to you all. Okay. So yes, the bank passbook shows an overdraft balance of 3 lakh. So we are going to start our sum with this. So see, you have only now 6 transactions to solve. So such type of sum, if they are asking you in your exam, so probably the chances are that 5 mark के लिए वो लोग पूछे. Okay. Now see, you just have to prepare a bank reconciliation statement only. Only BRS का sum है on 31st March 2025 and ascertain the balance as per cash book. So basically, balance as per cash book is our boss. Balance as per cash book is our boss. Okay. So see, there are two ways to solve the sum. Either first you put all the signs पहले and then last में एक साथ में solve करो. That is also fine. Or the another way is you prepare the format along with the sum and then simultaneously plus minus करते जाएंगे. ठीक है? So we will do what? We will follow the same pattern which we have followed till now. We will first solve the entire sum in your textbook. Plus minus sign जो भी है वो एक साथ कर लेंगे and then one by one we can just keep on writing. So we'll start with the second transaction. First is done already. Interest charged by the bank on the overdraft amounting to 36,500 was not yet recorded in the cash book. It is not been recorded in the cash book. Interest bank ने charge कर लिया overdraft से. So here हम कौन है? Passbook. So passbook and cash book. Not recorded in the cash book. It means cash book will be on its same place. And if I talk about passbook, so interest charged by the bank. See, they have used the word charged. Charged means what? Debited. Banks में ऐसे interest debit हो गया है 36,500. So bank will be lower at a lower place. Okay. So bank यहाँ पर है, passbook यहाँ पर है, cash book यहाँ पर है, boss ये है. So the rule for the chapter is boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So what we will do? We will do add. We will do what? Add. But understand one thing. अगर ये नॉर्मल सम होता, नॉर्मल सम मीन्स व्हाट, यहाँ पे ओवरड्राफ्ट की जगह फेवरेबल बैलेंस दिया होता. इफ दे हैड गिवन यू फेवरेबल बैलेंस इंस्टेड ऑफ ओवरड्राफ्ट बैलेंस, सो व्हाट वुड यू हैव डन? वी हैड डन ऐड. बट ये फेवरेबल वाला नहीं है, ये ओवरड्राफ्ट का सम है. तो दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू. ओवरड्राफ्ट के सम में साइन ऑपोजिट कर देना है. तो नॉर्मल वे में अगर होता सो हम ऐड करते, बट बिकॉज इट इज ओडी का सम, यू जस्ट हैव टू डू ऑपोजिट साइन, एंड ऑपोजिट साइन मीन्स व्हाट? माइनस. So what we will do? We will subtract this. So we will do minus. Yes, everyone understood? See, 1 2 2-3 transactions थोड़े और करेंगे तो आपको grip मिल जाएगा उसका. Next, third. The bank has paid. Now see, bank has paid insurance premium of 17,950 on behalf of the business, which has not been accounted for in the firm's book. What do you mean by which has not been accounted for in the firm's book? Very good. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? दैट इज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन कैश बुक. वेरी गुड. नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन कैश बुक. कैश बुक में रिकॉर्ड नहीं हुआ है. सो नाउ अगेन द सेम स्टोरी. पासबुक, कैश बुक. कैश बुक में रिकॉर्ड नहीं हुआ तो इट विल बी ऑन इट सेम प्लेस. एंड बैंक हैज पेड इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम, सो बैंक बैलेंस कम हो जाएगा. नाउ बॉस इज हियर, सो टू मैच द लेवल ऑफ बॉस वी जस्ट हैव टू डू ऐड. ओके. बट क्योंकि just because this is overdraft का sum, the sign will be opposite. So add का opposite क्या होता है? Minus. So the final answer for this will be minus, less. Done? चलो next. Checks amounting to 13,000 and 23,500 were issued. Now see, these checks were issued. There are two checks given to you. 13,000 का एक check है और एक 23,500 का check है जो issue हो गया था during the last week of March, but were not presented for payment by 31st March. 31st मार्च तक वो प्रेजेंट नहीं हुए थे बैंक में पेमेंट के लिए. दो चेक इशू तो हो गए. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग. दे वर नॉट प्रेजेंटेड फॉर पेमेंट टिल 31st मार्च which means the passbook will be on its same place because बैंक में वो चेक पहुंचे ही नहीं है. एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट कैश बुक, कैश बुक में से हमने एंट्री पास कर दिया एंड व्हेनेवर वी इशू एनी चेक्स, सो एट दैट टाइम हम बैलेंस कम कर देते, मतलब आपका कैश बुक कम हो गया है. ठीक है. अच्छा, तो कैश बुक बॉस है, बॉस इज योर एंड यू आर योर. सो बॉस जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. तो बॉस के लेवल पे आने के लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? माइनस. बॉस के लेवल पे आने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? माइनस. बट बिकॉज इट इज एन ओवरड्राफ्ट सम, सो यू जस्ट हैव टू डू ऑपोजिट साइन. सो ऑपोजिट साइन विल बी व्हाट? प्लस. सो विल राइट डाउन हियर प्लस. क्लियर? नाउ हाउ मच अमाउंट वी हैव टू ऐड? सो जस्ट सिंपली जस्ट ऐड बोथ ऑफ द चेक्स. दोनों चेक का जो अमाउंट है ऐड कर दो. सो 13,000 प्लस 23,500 इट इज 36,500. So 36,500 you just have to do add. Clear everyone? Very. Next. A check of 56,000 was deposited in February, but it remains uncredited by the bank as of 31st March. मतलब आप देखो, you had deposited a check in the month of Feb, but मार्च तक 31st मार्च तक वो क्रेडिट नहीं हुआ, क्लियर नहीं हुआ, या फिर यू कैन से कलेक्ट नहीं हुआ. Now, do you remember in the last session only I had given you one hint that whatever will be the sign for issued, deposited का sign उसका opposite ही आएगा. So without even solving, there is a hint here that if issued का आपने plus किया है तो deposited by default minus ही होगा. Now let us just verify whether it is correct or not. So it is not cleared by the bank, right? So passbook will be on its same place and bank cash book में हमने entry pass कर दिया है and check deposit करते तो balance बढ़ा देते हैं. So cash book is here, passbook is here. Rule is boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So we just have to do add. Okay. Normal sum hota तो the answer would have been add, but because it is an overdraft sum, so we have to just change the sign, opposite sign. So add का opposite क्या होता है? Minus. So that is why the answer will be minus. Understood? So see, I have already told you that there is a trick here. So we can know prior में ही कि issued का exactly opposite deposit आएगा. कोई भी sum आने दो, या deposited मिल गया तो issued उसका opposite होगा. Okay? Very good. Next, point number 6. The bank has wrongly debited 20,500 from the account. बैंक से मिस्टेक हो गया है, बैंक ने wrongly debit कर दिया है अमाउंट. Now see, bank has made a mistake. So after reading this transaction, दूर दूर तक ये पता चल नहीं रहा है कि कैश बुक ने क्या किया है. तो बेसिकली बेटा यहाँ पे साफ साफ लिखा है ना कि बैंक ने मिस्टेक किया, which means what? Cash book has not done any mistake. So cash book will be on its same place and bank has debited. Debited means balance has been reduced. So हम यहाँ पर है, the boss is here. The rule is boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So boss is here, we are here. So to match the same level, we just have to do what? Add. We just have to do what? Add. But because it is an overdraft sum, at the end we will change the sign, opposite sign कर देंगे. So the final answer will be minus. Final answer will be minus. Clear? Last transaction. Interest on investments. Now see, this is interest on investments amounting to 83,800 was collected. Now see, collected word indicates what? It is an income. Collected and credited by the bank. अगर नहीं भी समझा होता collected word से तो आगे लिखा भी है, credit कर दिया है. So credited means what? It is an income. Okay, income credit हो गया बैंक में, but it is not yet recorded in the cash book. Cash book has not recorded it. चलो, now I want you people to tell me the sign for this. चलो फटाफट से रिप्लाई करो. Yes everyone, what do you think? क्या साइन होगा इसका? चलो चलो लाइव वाले बच्चों ट्राई करो. What do you think? क्या साइन आना चाहिए इसमें? Whether it will be plus or minus? Okay. Plus, plus, minus, minus. Okay, plus. Very good. So the answer will be what? Plus. Plus वाले बच्चों ने जिन्होंने रिप्लाई किया, the answer plus is the correct answer. Now understand why plus. See, cash book has not recorded it, right? So cash book will be on its same place. And if I talk about passbook, passbook में credit हुआ है. Credit होना means what? Balance बढ़ जाना. बैंक का balance बढ़ जाना. Remember in the yesterday's previous lecture I had already explained you, whenever bank से message आता है your account has been credited, it means what? Balance बढ़ गया. So bank credit हो गया, बैंक यहाँ पर है, boss यहाँ पर है. The rule is boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. So boss के level पे आने के लिए we just have to do minus. But because if it is an overdraft sum, so opposite sign हो जाएगा, so it will be plus. So I hope यहाँ तक आपको clear हुआ, समझा सबको? So जिन्होंने plus बोला था, it is very much correct answer. Very good. So now what we will do? We will prepare a BRS for the same. Okay. चलिए. So we'll prepare the format. Yes. So write down the heading. Bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement as on 31st March 2025. 31st March 2025. particulars amount. In this sum, we are starting with balance as per, okay, we have overdraft balance, right? So we'll write down here OD, overdraft balance as per passbook. Then we are going to add certain things. कुछ चीजें होगी यहाँ पे less. And then final answer will be balance as per. Just keep some space, okay? Final answer या तो balance OD भी हो सकता है या favorable भी हो सकता है. So keep some space here. So balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book. Okay. So this is hum. And here is our boss. And hum में भी we are having which balance? So we are having overdraft balance. We are having what? Overdraft balance. Okay. So let us start now. Now see, overdraft balance as per cash book, they have given you in the first point transaction. This is 3 lakh rupees. Now you just have to write down here 3 lakh. Now understand one thing, students. We have already reversed the signs. Plus है, minus है. हमने already overdraft के sum के हिसाब से plus minus कर दिया है. Now you are not supposed to do anything else. मतलब अभी ये जो overdraft का sum है 3 lakh है, so इसको overdraft balance को negative मत बताओ. ऑलरेडी हमने एड और लेस करते टाइम हमने वो चीज का ध्यान रखा है कि ओवरड्राफ्ट का समय तो क्या करना है. सो नाउ यू आर नॉट सपोज टू चेंज दिस बैलेंस कि प्लीज कीप दिस 3 lakh ओनली. सी व्हाट आई हैड टोल्ड यू, नॉर्मल सम हो या ओवरड्राफ्ट का सम हो, कीप एवरीथिंग सेम, फॉर्मेटिंग एवरीथिंग सेम. So balance will never be negative here. If it is OD balance, write down now OD. So just we have written now overdraft balance यहाँ पे 3 lakh. So that's it. Now you just don't have to do 3 lakh rupees को ऐसा bracket पे डालना नहीं पड़ेगा. Okay. So now we'll start one by one. So the very first thing, the very first second transaction, interest on overdraft is minus. So we'll go to the less part and then write down here interest on overdraft. Interest on overdraft not recorded in cash book. Not recorded in cash book. The amount was 36,500 bracket. 36,500 bracket. Next, the bank has paid insurance premium. Again, it is not recorded in cash book. So we just have to do less only. So write down here insurance premium. Insurance premium paid but not recorded in cash book. But not recorded in cash book. The amount is how much? So amount is, sir, 17,950. 17,950 rupees. Okay. Next, point number 3 is done, right? Point number 4. We had issued 2 checks which were not presented by payment till 31st March. So usko add karna hai. So we'll go to this plus part. We'll write down here checks issued but not yet presented. But not yet presented. And how much is the amount? So one check was of 13,000 and the other check was of 23,500. 23,500. So if we add both of them, it will become 36,500. 36,500 plus. Done? Okay. Then next, point number 5. 56,000 का चेक डिपॉजिट हुआ था बट क्लियर नहीं हुआ. So we have to go to the less वाला part and we'll write down here check deposited but not yet cleared. It is of 56,000. So we'll write down 56,000 in bracket. Then comes point number 6. Bank has wrongly debited 20,500 from the account. So again less में लिखना है वो. तो less में जाके लिखो wrong debit by the bank. Wrong debit by the bank. It is how much? 20,500. So 20,500. Done. And then at the end Last transaction, interest on investment collected and credited by the bank but not recorded in cash book. So now we will record it. तो record करते टाइम हम उसको क्या करेंगे, plus. So write down here, interest on investment credited by bank not recorded in cash book. The amount is how much? 83,800. Done? Yes. So we'll take the total of this much, 3 lakh plus 36,500 plus 83,800. It is coming to 4,20,300. Then from that we will minus 36,500 minus 17,950 minus 56,000 and minus 20,500. So the answer will be 2,89,350 rupees. 2,89,350 rupees. Done? Okay, now the very important question. Now this is 2,89,350 positive answer in your calculator. So now you people tell me, positive answer अगर आया है तो ये कौन सा बैलेंस हुआ, whether it is an overdraft balance or whether it is an favorable balance. So सर आपने बताया था कि overdraft balance से start कर रहे हैं और आंसर पॉजिटिव आ रहा है, तो it means it is going to be overdraft balance only. So your final answer is also overdraft balance as per cash book, 2,89,350 rupees. Understood? Very good. Okay, चलो बढ़िया. So yes, with this we had finished your type 1 sums. Type 1 sums का basic आपको explanation थोड़ा बहुत आपको मैंने दे दिया, wherein we have to prepare BRS. अलग अलग टाइप के सम्स हो सकते हैं. बैलेंस एज पर कैश बुक, फेवरेबल बैलेंस एज पर कैश बुक, पासबुक किया. एंड देन वी हैड आल्सो सम फॉर ओवरड्राफ्ट. सो ओवरड्राफ्ट के केस में दिस सेम पैटर्न यू हैव टू फॉलो विच वी हैड डन फॉर दिस सम. डन? ओके. नाउ वी विल गोइंग we are going to start with your type 2. We are going to start with your what? Type 2. So let's give the heading that we are going to start with our type 2 sums. Now, so what exactly is this type 2 sums? So the type 2 sums is what? In which they are going to ask you to prepare adjusted cash book. They will ask you to prepare adjusted cash book. Clear? And then they will also ask you to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. So basically adjusted cash book and BRS, these two things we have to prepare. Okay. Now, before we start with that part, at least you should understand certain things about adjusted cash book. So I've already told you that adjusted cash book को अपने को treat करना है like cash account. And when I say cash account, so basically we are talking about what? Real account. So real account, whenever I say, so it means what? Debit what comes in. Debit what comes in. So whenever cash will come into the business, at that time you are going to debit your adjusted cash book account. And when I say credit, so credit means what? Credit what goes out. Credit what goes out. So जब भी credit पैसा जाएगा business से, so in that adjusted cash book you just have to do credit. So this is very basic part. Okay. Now one thing which is very important, that there are certain transactions. There are certain transactions which are not recorded in cash book. वो BRS में ही जाएगा directly. उसको कैश बुक में आप डाल के एडजस्ट नहीं कर सकते. प्लीज कीप दैट इन माइंड. सो सर देयर आर हाउ मेनी ट्रांजैक्शन एंड हाउ विल वी कम टू नो दैट ये ट्रांजैक्शन यहाँ पे जाएगा, ये ट्रांजैक्शन यहाँ पे जाएगा. सो सी, whenever we type 2 sums comes, the very first step is identify, read all the transaction and identify whether this will go to adjusted cash book or BRS. First step is that. Okay. And if the answer comes that it will go to BRS, then आपने क्या सोचा था, क्या thought process था that you understood that it is going to go to BRS or whether it will go to adjusted cash book. So see, it is simple. There are 3 transactions only. There are how many transactions? 3 transactions only which will go to BRS. They will never go to adjusted cash book. They will always go to BRS. Only 3 transactions. Rest all the transactions will go to adjusted cash book. So now you need to understand which are those 3 transactions, because that is easy. Adjusted cash book में क्या जाएगा? That is there is no limit only. Sky is the limit for that. 3 चीजों को छोड़कर. So it is better to understand those 3 transactions which will not go to cash book, which will directly go to BRS. Okay, so write down with me. Whenever adjusted cash book is to be prepared, whenever adjusted cash book is to be prepared, following three transactions, or you can say adjustments, will go to BRS directly. Will go to BRS directly. So what does this mean? That is, for rest all other transactions, adjusted cash book will be prepared. Okay. Now see, I have told you there are three transactions. So which three transactions? So understand this. Which three transactions we are talking about? So the very first one is what? Check issued but not yet presented. Check issued but not yet presented to the bank. Not yet presented to the bank for payment. Check issued but not yet presented to the bank for payment. Now see, in this transaction, whenever this transaction will come, यहाँ पे record किसने नहीं किया है? So sir, the bank has not recorded it because the bank में वो जो check है वो check has not been received in the bank only. Check bank में ही receive नहीं हुआ है, तो bank कैसे record करेगा? So basically check issued but not yet presented to the bank for payment आता है, तो ये adjusted cash book में adjust नहीं होगा, it will directly go to what? BRS. Okay, one. नाउ क्वाइट ऑब्वियस, अगर इशूड यहाँ पे आ रहा है तो डिपॉजिटेड भी तो बीआरएस में डायरेक्टली जाएगा. सो द नेक्स्ट वन विल बी करेक्ट. चेक डिपॉजिटेड बट नॉट येट कलेक्टेड, और यू कैन यूज द वर्ड क्रेडिटेड, और यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज द वर्ड क्लियर्ड बाय द बैंक. Check deposited but not yet collected, credited or cleared by the bank. Deposit हो गया है, means cash book में we have passed the entry, but it is not cleared by the bank. So bank balance is on its same place only. So ये बैंक के तरफ से है, तो ये बैंक रिकंसिलिएशन स्टेटमेंट में जाएगा, एग्जिस्टेड कैश बुक में नहीं आ सकता. कैश बुक में हमने तो रिकॉर्ड कर दिया है. ठीक है. एंड द लास्ट वन विल बी व्हाट? एनी errors made by the bank. बैंक के तरफ से अगर कोई भी एरर होता है, if your bank has made any error, then in that case you are not going to adjust that in your adjusted cash book. That will directly go to bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so yes, just read this part so that we can solve our sum accordingly. Very first transaction जो directly BRS में जाएगा वो कौन सा है? Check issued but not yet presented to the bank for payment. Then next is check deposited but not yet cleared, or you can say collected or credited. And then the third one is what? Any errors made by the bank. Errors किन्होंने किया है? बैंक ने किया है. So ये केस में ये जो तीन ट्रांजैक्शन है will go to BRS directly. Rest all other transactions, rest जितने भी transactions होंगे, rest all other transactions, for that what we have to do? So for that we have to prepare adjusted cash book. Okay, so please keep this in mind. So whenever such sums comes ना, जहाँ पे adjusted cash book भी prepare करना है, so what will we be doing? First हम identify करेंगे transactions को read करके whether it will go to adjusted cash book or BRS directly, and then we will solve sum accordingly. नाउ एडजस्टेड कैश बुक जो है, व्हाट इज द फॉर्मेट फॉर दैट? सर व्हाट इज द फॉर्मेट फॉर एडजस्टेड कैश बुक? करेक्ट. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज दैट क्वेश्चन, राइट, दैट सर ये जो है इसका फॉर्मेट क्या है? So what is the format for adjusted cash book? So it is nothing. You just have to, you can make it in a statement form also. जैसे BRS we prepare in that way, you can also prepare statement form में. But मैंने आपको क्या बताया कि ये रियल अकाउंट है, तो रियल अकाउंट और यू कैन ट्रीट इट एज अ कैश अकाउंट. सो कैश अकाउंट मीन्स व्हाट? लेजर. सो लेजर के फॉर्म में अगर हम बनाए तो इट वुड बी मच इजियर फॉर अस, राइट? सो व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल प्रिपेयर इट इन अ टी फॉर्म. Correct, we will prepare it in a T form and we are going to treat it as our normal cash account only. So adjusted cash book account, one will be debit side, one will be credit side. Okay, whenever you feel like that cash is coming into the business, तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा on the debit side cash comes in, and whenever you think cash goes out, so it will go to this side. So cash goes out, correct? And then इसके अलावा if you start your adjusted cash book with any balance, so see if they had given you favorable balance in your question, see keep this point into your mind, this is important point. If you are making an adjusted cash book and they have given you favorable balance, so you are going to write down here to balance brought down. But understand this is which balance? So this is favorable balance if you are starting your sum with a favorable balance. But if in the sum only they had given you one overdraft balance, so you will write down here by balance brought down if it is an overdraft balance, if it is an overdraft balance. ओके, एंड दोनों तो नहीं आ सकता ना एक ही सम में, फेवरेबल भी ओडी भी है, नहीं कैश का एक ही बैलेंस दिया रहेगा, फेवरेबल या फिर ओवरड्राफ्ट. फेवरेबल है तो यू राइट इट ऑन द डेबिट साइड बिकॉज कैश बुक का फेवरेबल बैलेंस इज अ डेबिट बैलेंस. इफ इट इज एन ओवरड्राफ्ट बैलेंस देन इट विल बी रिटन ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड बिकॉज कैश बुक का नेगेटिव बैलेंस या ओवरड्राफ्ट बैलेंस इज रिटन ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड. अंडरस्टूड? एंड देन जैसे क्लोज करते हैं आपको क्लोज कर देना है एंड बैलेंस कैरिड डाउन फाइंड आउट करना है. एंड वही जो बैलेंस कैरिड डाउन आया है आपका, that will be used in your bank reconciliation statement BRS, and then accordingly we will solve the sum. Okay, one thing you just have to keep in mind whenever you are preparing adjusted cash book na, in that case you just don't have to do boss जो करता है वो करेंगे. No, we are not preparing BRS. boss जो करता है वो हम करेंगे. that is the rule for preparing BRS, not for adjusted cash book. So for adjusted cash book you just have to solve the transactions one by one. अगर कोई error हो गया है डेबिट साइड में तो उसको रेक्टिफाई करने के लिए we will write in the credit side. Correct? If any error is made on the credit side, so for to rectify that part, we will post entry on the opposite side, that is debit side. If something is not recorded on either of the side, we will record it on that particular side. Correct? So we will do rectification kind of. See what they have told you, adjusted cash book. You just have to adjust your cash book. Here you don't have to do boss जो करता है वो करेंगे. No, that rule is for BRS, not for adjusted cash book. Clear? Okay. Now let us see one sum so that थोड़ा सा idea आ जाए कि exactly how does this work out. Okay, so yes, we'll take this sum. See, it is quite a bigger sum so that at least ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा transactions कर सके. Now the very first thing is, sir, how we will come to know that in exam that whether we have to prepare adjusted cash book or not. So simple है बच्चों. If they want you to prepare adjusted cash book, they will give you hint in the question. Amend the cash book, correct? Or they will say update the cash book, or they will directly write down. See what they have told you in this question. You are required to make appropriate adjustments in the cash book. Appropriate adjustments in the cash book means what? That is, they are trying to tell you that prepare adjusted cash book. So we have to prepare adjusted cash book. And prepare a bank reconciliation statement as on 30th June 2025. So this is nothing but our BRS date, 30th June 2025. Okay. So first we will prepare entire adjust. पहले पूरा sum read कर लेते हैं so that हमको plus minus है adjusted. अच्छा, now in adjusted cash book we'll not do plus minus, we'll do debit credit. That whether it will be recorded on the debit side or whether it will be recorded on the credit side, we'll do that part first. Okay. Then उसको solve करेंगे, पूरा adjusted cash book पूरा solve करेंगे. Sir, then when will prepare BRS? Sir, BRS will be prepared once you have completed your adjusted cash book. Because see, the balance as per adjusted cash book will decide that आपका जो BRS है वो कैसे बनेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ एग्जिस्टेड कैश बुक प्रिपेयर करने के बाद आपका क्लोजिंग बैलेंस जो बैलेंस कैरिड डाउन है वो फेवरेबल बैलेंस आया, so इसका मतलब हम कौन है, हम फेवरेबल बैलेंस है एज पर कैश बुक. सो बॉस विल बी एज पर पासबुक के हिसाब से वी विल फाइंड आउट. बट after preparing adjusted cash book, you just came to know that your balance carried down is coming an overdraft balance. So obviously पहले से साइन अगर आपने डाल के रखा है तो पूरा चेंज हो जाएगा, बिकॉज ओवरड्राफ्ट में तो साइन चेंज हो जाता है. सो इसीलिए बेटर है पूरा एडजस्टेड कैश बुक पहले प्रिपेयर करो, उसको आप पोस्टिंग कर लो अच्छे से, उसको क्लोज करो एंड देन फाइंड आउट अ बैलेंस फर्स्ट, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट विल प्रिपेयर अ BRS so that it would be an easier task for us. Clear? So see how many transactions are given to you. Total 8 transactions are there. We'll check one by one and we'll see the posting of each and every transaction. Now see Gopi's cash book. Now see, highlight this part. Cash book shows a bank balance of rupees 44,50,000 on 30th June 2025. Now they have given you bank balance. Cash book का bank balance आपको दिया है. So basically this is hum. But tell me one thing, students. They have given you cash book ka balance 44,50,000. They have not told you here whether it is a favorable balance or an overdraft balance. So what will you think or what will you assume? Favorable को assume करे या overdraft assume करे? Very good. The right answer is what? Favorable balance. Why favorable balance? Why favorable balance? Because simple है. If it would have been overdraft balance, they would have mentioned कि credit balance है या overdraft balance है या negative balance है. If they have not mentioned, then we will be positive in our life. We will not unnecessarily assume कि negative balance होगा. नहीं, positive रहो life में, favorable balance समझो इसको. ठीक है? So this is assumed as favorable balance. Upon comparison with the bank passbook, the following discrepancies were observed. First, check issued to creditors amounting to 6 lakh have not been presented for payment. Now see, first of all, highlight this part. They have used the word issued. Issued. Not yet presented. So just now only we had studied that there are 3 transactions. Check issued but not presented, check deposited but not cleared, and any errors made by the bank. Those 3 transactions will directly go to BRS. They will not come to adjusted cash book. So what we will do, we will write down here BRS. Now plus minus that we will do after we finish our adjusted cash book ka preparation. Balance carried down aane ke baad, not now. Just finish and write down BRS. Next, check of rupees 11,05,000 were deposited, but only rupees 5,50,000 were collected by the bank by 30th June. 11,05,000 का चेक डिपॉजिट हुआ था, बट 5,50,000 का ही क्लियर हो पाया BRS डेट तक. सो कैन आई से जो इनके बीच का जो डिफरेंस है, नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हाउ मच इज द डिफरेंस? सो 11,05,000 माइनस 5,50,000, इट इज हाउ मच? 5,55,000. सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस, 5,55,000. सो कैन आई से दिस 5,55,000 इज नॉट येट क्लियर्ड. करेक्ट, ये 5,55,000 है, दिस इज नॉट येट क्लियर्ड. सो बेसिकली ये अपना कौन सा केस बन गया कि डिपॉजिट तो हुआ बट नॉट येट क्लियर्ड. सो व्हेनेवर डिपॉजिटेड बट नॉट येट क्लियर्ड इज गिवन, इट विल डायरेक्टली गो टू योर बैंक रिकंसिलिएशन स्टेटमेंट BRS. सी इस तरह से आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा. सो इट विल गो टू व्हाट? BRS. डन? चलो, वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट नंबर 3. A dividend of 40,000 and rent of 6 lakh were directly collected by the bank. Now see, highlight this word, collected by the bank. Now whenever they use the word collected, collected means what? It is an income. It is an income. They are talking about the income. Okay. And whenever they use the word paid or whenever they use the word charged, in that case, we have to treat it as an expense. Done. Not recorded in the cash book. Cash book में rent and this dividend is not recorded. So if it is not recorded till now, but now we are making adjusted cash book, so we have to record it. So first of all, this will go to adjusted cash book. तो इसका effect आएगा adjusted cash book में जाएगा. Now the next part is whether it will go to debit side or credit side. So अभी आपको explain किया था ऊपर format में. So adjusted cash book में debit side कब आएगा? Whenever cash comes into the business. Whenever cash comes in, it will be going on the debit side, and whenever cash goes out, it will go to the credit side. So ये जो rent और dividend है वो collect किया है बैंक ने, मतलब business में income आ रही है. So obviously it will go to which side? On the debit side. So adjusted cash book debit side. Clear everyone? So we'll write down that adjusted cash book के debit side. Chalo next. Fourth point. Insurance premium paid by the bank. Now see here they have told you paid. Valid till 31st December 2025. See valid किधर तक है वो insurance premium, that is of no use to us. Rupees 27,000 was omitted from the cash book. Now this is the classic example of errors of omission. हमने omit कर दिया पूरा transaction को, book में record नहीं किया. So now it is the time to record it. So that is why it will go to adjusted cash book first of all. And adjusted cash book में भी कौन से side में? So now insurance premium we are paying it. So cash comes in or cash goes out? Very good. Cash goes out. Sir, cash will go out because insurance premium pay करे तो cash will go out of the business. So if it is going out of the business, it will be recorded on the credit side. So we'll write down your credit side. Perfect. Next. See this next transaction, I'll just highlight this. This is something different. थोड़ा सा अलग है ये. The payment side of the cash book was undercast by rupees 5,000. The payment side of the cash book was undercast by 5,000. First of all, when we read this transaction, at least इतना तो clear हो गया हमको that bank has not made any mistake. Cash book में mistake हुआ है. Cash book का payment side हमने कम record किया. Undercast means we have recorded 5,000 less in the cash book. So that is why BRS में तो नहीं जाएगा ये. So it is quite obvious the effect will be on adjusted cash book only. Now the next question is, sir, whether it will be debited or credited. So it is very simple. Now see, understand this one thing. Cash book ka payment side means, can I say credit side? Because on the debit side, we write down all the receipts and on the credit side, we write down all the payments. So payment side apne undercast. Undercast means what? We have recorded less. So now I am telling you that you have not recorded 5,000 rupees on your credit side of your cash book or payment side of your cash book. And you are preparing already cash book, adjusted cash book. So आप क्या करोगे? Credit side जाके लिख दोगे. Simple. Till now you have not recorded it credit side जाकर. So now you will go and write it down. So we will write it down on which side? Adjusted cash book credit side. Credit side पे आएगा because वो record नहीं किया था तो उसको अभी जाके record कर दो. So आपका payment side में 5,000 record कर देंगे हम credit side. तो आपका cash एक तरह से जा रहा है. Payment में record किया मतलब cash आपका कम हो रहा है business से. Balance is reducing. So that is why adjusted cash book credit side. Done? Very good. Next, bank charges rupees 1,500 were recorded in the passbook but omitted from the cash book. Cash book में record नहीं हुआ. So now we will record it. So it will definitely go to adjusted cash book. Now the question arises whether it will be recorded on the debit side or credit side. So what they have told you, bank charges. So bank charges, obviously bank से debit होता है. Charges यानी expense है. So expenses, पैसा जा रहा है business से. So it will be recorded on the credit side. Entry number. So, okay, just tell me one thing. Do you have any doubt from first to sixth transaction? Any doubt till now? Smooth, going smooth, very easy. Sure, very good. Next, seventh transaction. A bill payable of rupees 2 lakh was paid by the bank. 2 लाख रुपए का बिल है वो बैंक ने पे किया है. But not recorded in the cash book. We have not recorded that in the cash book. So first of all, till now you have not recorded, but when you are preparing adjusted cash book, so उसमें आपको record करना पड़ेगा. So obviously it will go to adjusted cash book. It will not go to BRS, it will go to adjusted cash book. Now comes the second question. Sir, it will be recorded on which side, debit side or credit side? So what they have told you, bills payable, paid by the bank. It is being paid by the bank. So bill ka amount is going out of the business. So cash balance is reducing. So that is why we will write down credit side. Adjusted cash book के credit side जाएगा. Done? चलो. And last is a star mark transaction. Last will be a star mark transaction. So before we study this star mark transaction, let me just revise you one concept which we had done in our previous lecture. एक बार revision भी हो जाएगा and जो students ने वो first lecture नहीं देखा है, it would be a request that at least first you see that lecture and then come to this lecture. But let me just revise this part for you. So in the last lecture, we had seen that bill discounting and bill dishonored if they give you in the question. what should be the treatment for that. So whenever bill discounting is given, I have explained you that discounting के case में cash comes into the business. So cash comes in, and whenever cash comes in, we are going to write down on adjusted cash book के debit side. Okay, so we have already written also that we were going to write down at adjusted cash book debit side. On the contrary, if I talk about bill dishonored, so bank will deduct that much amount. चेक हो या बिल रिसीवेबल हो, उतना अमाउंट बैंक डिडक्ट कर देगा आपके अकाउंट से. So dishonored के केस में usually cash goes out of the business. So in most of the cases, whenever dishonored comes, you write down on the cash book credit side. Now comes, sir, which values we are supposed to write down. So I've given you one example also with the numbers. Say for example, if the bill amount is 10,000, discounting charges charged by the bank is 500 rupees. So the total amount paid by the bank to us is 9,500. Now if we talk in technical terms, या accounts की language में, if I talk, the 10,000 is the gross value of the bill, gross amount we can say, or you can also say it is the face value of the bill. Face value of the bill. 500 is the discount, and if I subtract 500 from the gross value, the 9,500 which we arrived at is known as the net value. Is known as the net value. Now tell me one thing. In case of discounting, बैंक आपको discount करेगा 500 rupees deduct करके 9,500 देगा, of course. So from that you have to understand one thing, that in case of discounting, net value has to be taken into consideration, and in case of dishonored, gross value has to be taken into consideration. So why gross value? Because see, we had solved this by passing a journal entry. Then whenever you pass the discounting entry, it will be bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable. In bills receivable, the total value of the bill 10,000 will appear, and in case of dishonored, this entry only will be reversed. So when we reverse this entry, it will be bills receivable account debit to bank account. And in bills receivable, we are going to write down the same amount, 10,000. So this 10,000 is nothing but the gross value. And that is why it is said that in case of dishonored, we take gross value, and discounting में we take net value. Understood? Chalo, very good. Coming back to our question. Yes. Now we'll read this part. A bill receivable for 60,000 was discounted with the bank. We had discounted a bill with the bank. The discount charges were 1,000 rupees, which were not recorded in the cash book. See, cash book has not recorded it. So first of all, cash book has not recorded it, so we have to record it. So we'll write down here adjusted cash book. We will write down here adjusted cash book. Okay. Now, second thing. Sir, it will come to the debit side or credit side. So first you understand whether it is the case of discounting or dishonored. So sir, it is the case of discounting. It is clearly the case of discounting. So in case of discounting, cash comes into the business. So that is why we will write down here adjusted cash book debit side. And now the final question arises is, sir, what will be the amount? 60,000 is the gross value, or you can say the face value of the bill. 1,000 rupees are the discounting charges. So sir, in case of discounting, net value is considered. Which value is considered? Net value. So what will be the net value? Very good. 59,000 rupees will be the net value. So we are going to write down 59,000 in your adjusted cash book debit side. Understood? Done. So this is it. This was your sum with what? Adjusted cash book के साथ में. ठीक है? चलो, now let us just prepare it. पहले adjusted cash book खत्म करते हैं. And then we just have to solve those two transactions which will appear in DRS. So write down here adjusted cash book as on 30th June 2025. As on 30th June 2025, debit credit. Just how we prepare ledger, the same way we have to do this also. But not with the date and everything else. So it will be just particulars amount on both the sides, debit and credit. Done. Chalo, shall we start now? Okay, so very first thing is we are going to write down the opening balance. So if you see the question in the very first line, they have told you Gopi's cash book balance is 44,50,000 and it is a favorable balance. So favorable balance will be written on the debit side. Favorable balance will be written on the debit side. So we'll write down here to balance brought down, which is 44,50,000. 44,50,000, and if you want, you can write down in the bracket for your reference that it is a favorable balance. It is a favorable balance. Next, now just read this pointers one by one. BRS वाले को skip करेंगे. Adjusted cash book का debit वाला debit में जाएगा. Credit वाला will go to credit side. Point number 3, dividend and rent has been received to you. So we'll write down here to dividend. The amount of dividend is 40,000. And next we are going to write down to rent. The amount of rent is how much? 6 lakh. So we'll write down here 6 lakh. Next is insurance premium. Next transaction. So that insurance premium will be written on the credit side, or you can say the payment side. So write down here by insurance premium. By insurance premium 27,000. So point number 4 is done. Point number 5. Payment side आपने कम record किया है 5,000. So अभी आप बढ़ा दो उसको. So go to the credit side and write down by correction of errors. By correction of errors 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees means जो कैश बुक आपने ओवरस्टेट करके रखा था, ओवरस्टेटेड बैलेंस था, उसको करेक्शन कर दिया. नेक्स्ट, बैंक चार्जेस अगेन 1,500. इट विल गो ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड ओनली. सो राइट डाउन हियर बाय बैंक चार्जेस 1,500. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट नंबर 7, बिल्स पेएबल 2 लाख रुपीज का है. तो बिल्स पेएबल इट इज बीन paid by the bank but not recorded in cash book, so we'll record it now. By bills payable, and the amount of bill is 2 lakh rupees. And the last transaction was in which we had discounted the bills receivable. So we'll write down here 2 bills receivable. 2 bills receivable discounted. Discounted. And it will be recorded at which value? It will be recorded at net value. And how will you find out the net value? So net value will be gross value of the bill minus discounting charges. Minus discounting charges. So basically it will be recorded at 59,000 rupees. 59,000 rupees. Correct? Yes. So we have finally finished recording all the transactions in the adjusted cash book. Now we will close this account. The rule for closing is same just as you do for your ledger part. So I think debit side is higher. So take the total of the debit side and write it down on both the sides. So the total for your debit side is coming to 51,49,000. 51,49,000. From that minus 27,000, minus 5,000, minus 1,500 and minus 2 lakh. So your answer is coming as 49,15,500. Balancing figure 49,15,500. Your answer. We are going to write down it as by balance carried down. By balance carried down. Now comes the main question that students, whether this balance is a favorable balance or an overdraft balance. So see, it is very easy to understand. आपका कौन सा टोटल ज्यादा था? डेबिट का टोटल ज्यादा था कि क्रेडिट का टोटल ज्यादा था? तो द आंसर इज सर डेबिट का टोटल ज्यादा था, बिकॉज डेबिट साइड इज हायर. डेबिट साइड वाज हायर, राइट? सो डेबिट का टोटल ज्यादा था मींस रिसीट्स वर मोर, एंड इफ रिसीट्स आर मोर ऑब्वियसली इट इज अ फेवरेबल बैलेंस. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी, इफ योर बैलेंस कैरीड डाउन कम्स ऑन दैट साइड, तो व्हाट डज दैट मीन? दैट माय क्रेडिट साइड टोटल इज मोर, ओवरड्राफ्ट बैलेंस होगा वो. अंडरस्टूड? सो अगर फेवरेबल बैलेंस है तो उसके हिसाब से सम सॉल्व होगा, नॉर्मल सम सॉल्व होगा. And if it is an overdraft balance wala sum, तो signs will be opposite. So we'll act accordingly. Understood? Okay. So let's prepare BRS format first and then solve those two transactions. So write down here bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement as on 31st March 2025. Bank reconciliation statement as on 31st March 2025. Don't make a lengthy format because we have only, I think, 2 transactions left that will go to BRS. Rest all others we have already recorded in adjusted cash book. So particulars amount. Now we are going to start with obviously our cash book balance. So we'll write down your balance as per cash book, or you can also write down balance as per adjusted cash book. Any which ways is fine. Then we are going to add certain things, and then we are going to subtract certain things. So the final answer will be balance as per passbook. We have left some space here. So अगर overdraft balance आता है by chance, so we can write down here there overdraft. Okay. Now if I talk about the sum, your sum is starting with a favorable balance. Already favorable balance से start हो रहा है आपका sum. And what is the balance as per adjusted cash book? So just now we have arrived at that answer. So the answer was 49,15,500. So I'll write down here 49,15,500 rupees. Okay. So now we just have to solve those 2 transactions which were left, which we had done the marking. So come to transaction number 1. What they have told you in this transaction, check issued but not presented. Check issue हो गया but अब तक present नहीं हुआ. So हम कौन है? हम cash book है and boss is passbook. So what it is not presented to the bank for payment. So passbook will be on its same place and cash book will be the balance of the cash book will be reduced क्योंकि issued के case में balance कम हो जाता है. So boss is here. So to arrive at that level, you just have to do add. And this is a normal sum. So normal sum में opposite sign नहीं करना. So ये directly ये क्या हो जाएगा? Plus हो जाएगा. So issued you have to do plus. And I already taught you one trick that if your issued sign is positive, then deposited का by default कौन सा sign आ जाएगा? Negative, minus sign आ जाएगा by default. So what will you do in deposited case? So let us check once. Cash book, passbook. Passbook will be on its same place because 5,55,000 के चेक अब तक क्लियर नहीं हुए है, तो ये अपनी जगह पर रहेगा. But in cash book we had recorded it, so balance as per cash book will be higher. So boss is here. So to arrive at that level, you just have to do minus. So this will be minus. Okay. So see again opposite signs for issued and deposited. So now come to the issue BRS part. Add में add वाली चीजें लिख दो. तो add में check issued था. So write down check issued but not yet presented. Check issued but not yet presented. The amount of the check was 6 lakh rupees. And the next one was deposited but not cleared. So that was supposed to be written on the less part. So write down check deposited but not cleared. The amount was, I guess, 5,55,000. Correct? You can show the working here. How does this amount arrived at? So my total amount of the check deposited were 11,05,000, and out of which 5,50,000 were cleared. So the uncleared ones are 5,55,000. So yes, that's it. Now we'll take the total. So 49,15,500 plus 6 lakh. It is 55,15,500 rupees. From that you are going to subtract 5,55,000. So the final answer is 49,60,500 rupees. 49,60,500 rupees. Okay. 49,60,500. Now you people tell me which balance is this? Is it a positive balance? Yes sir. So which balance it will be? Sir अगर positive balance है तो जो balance से start किया था वही balance होगा. So we started with favorable balance. So by default our final answer will also be a favorable balance. And if this 49,60,500 अगर calculator में अगर ये negative आया होता, if it would have been negative, then what would you have done? You have written overdraft balance as per passbook. But that's it. This was the final answer interpretation which we had studied in our previous session. Okay. So by far, students, any doubt till now? Anyone, any doubt? So what we had done, we had tried to finish our topics here. I had covered your type number 1, wherein we had done only VRS wale sums. Then type 2 we had also studied, wherein we had prepared adjusted cash book. That we had studied how do we prepare exactly adjusted cash book. Same it is like your normal cash account. In the debit side, we are going to write down whenever cash comes into the business, and the credit side, wherever cash goes out of the business. Other than that, if there are any omissions, कुछ record नहीं किया है तो वो respective side जाके record करो. Receipts record करना भूल गए तो it will be recorded on the debit side. If any payments are not recorded, it will be recorded on the credit side. Then if we had made any errors in the cash book, then that error will be rectified on the opposite end of that error made. So अगर debit side को error किया है तो उसको rectify करने के लिए will post or will write down our entry on the credit side. And if any error is made on the credit side, to rectify them, we will go to debit side. Basic rule of accounting, correct? Then, yes, at the end, you just have to close your adjusted cash book. Close karne ke baad, if your debit side total is more, it means your receipts are more. So the final answer balance carried down will be a favorable balance, just as you can see on the screen for this sum. But if by chance your credit side total is more and the balance is coming on the debit side, so such balance will be known as an overdraft balance because the payment side was much higher than the receipt side. Okay. Then accordingly, the signs for the BRS will be decided. Like overdraft का sum है तो sign normal करके फिर sign opposite हो जाएगा. And if it is a favorable sum, then जैसे इस sum में किया वैसे normal है वैसे ही normal रहेगा. Okay. So I hope this topic was understandable to each and everyone. सबको समझा जो भी समझा है वो. So just practice sums which are been given in your institute study material. Practice those sums. So in the same manner which we have solved such sums, इसमें से भी 2-3 sums are we have taken from institute's material only. More or less the transactions are same. Okay. So practice those sums. You will get a good grip of it. Okay. And to conclude and to take more sums or to solve more sums or anything, you just have to join our lectures. So thank you so much everyone from my side and see you all in the lecture. Take care.